Richardson.
Thank you, Mr. George. It's a pleasure to speak under your chairmanship in this important debate today. And my thanks to my honourable friend, the member for Carshalton and Wallington, for his powerful opening statement on behalf of the Petitions Committee and the petitioners. The debate has become toxic on social media, and quite often when we talk about taking the toxicity out of the debate, we often mean the other side to us. But I congratulate my honourable friend for his clear balance in his opening remarks, recognising both sides of the debate. We live in a liberal democracy where everyone is free to live their lives to their potential, making choices that allow them to live in alignment with their values and true selves. And I support those adults who wish to undertake gender transition and apply for a gender recognition certificate. One of the things that I enjoy most about being an MP is the privilege of knocking the doors of my constituents. And earlier this year, at the beginning of the year, I met a transgender constituent, and we had a long conversation on the doorstep about the challenges they were facing in gaining a gender recognition certificate. We continue to be in regular correspondence, and I'm more than happy to help where I can on these issues for any constituents who need my support. I understand the petitioners' concerns about the process of gaining legal recognition for those wishing to change gender, especially the time taken to live in their chosen gender and a medical diagnosis of gender dysphoria. Analysis of the current process showed that in 75% of cases, a decision is made within 20 weeks of application for a GRC, and that over 90% of applications are successful. Where applicants don't provide enough information, the panel gives an opportunity and support for additional documents to complete the application and give it a further chance to succeed. This petition closed 13 months ago, and in that time, the debate on self-ID has drawn in the voices of those who feel they may be impacted by the ability for anyone to self-ID at any point without the appropriate checks and balances. Women in particular have raised concerns about protecting their ability to access single-sex spaces and services where they are at their most vulnerable. As honourable friends have mentioned already, these include refuges and hospital wards, and there are also concerns from female prisoners who have no choice but to live in close confines with a male-bodied prisoner, potentially not taking hormone therapy, and who may choose to self-ID as a woman but has not gone down the legal route to show their intention to live as a different gender. It is, of course, difficult to measure an individual's intention. However, the current legal framework provides a compassionate yet balanced approach through ensuring that those who want to transition have lived under their new identity. Importantly, it provides time for reflection and assessment for those who want to transition, and I believe that the best decisions are ones that are based on good reflection. This point pertains to us in this place and the decisions that we take as lawmakers. There needs to be sufficient time for all of us to understand both sides of an argument and hear all voices, not just the lobby group that is the best funded and has the loudest voice. The debate on reforming the Gender Recognition Act and provision of gender recognition certificates is by no means over, and the government response has been to acknowledge that the process for applying for a GRC needs to be kinder and more straightforward. I believe the government has got the balance right by decreasing the cost of a GRC from £140 to £5, and with the intention to move the application process fully online. However, as long as this debate continues, I will be speaking up for women and girls in particular who need to have a voice representing them in this debate and whose rights to access single-sex spaces needs to be protected. We all deserve to have our human rights acknowledged, respected and recognised in law. Sometimes these rights come into conflict, and it shouldn't be in the too hard basket to find a common sense solution, even if that requires additional funding, so that we can protect and support everyone.
Thank you. Mary Foy.